Today, that controversial cap and trade bill passed out of the Ways and Means Committee. It's now heading to the full state Senate for a vote. Republican lawmakers in Oregon State Senate are boycotting the Capitol to avoid having to vote on that bill. They walked out last year when a similar bill made its way through the state legislature. Now, the goal of cap and trade is to reduce carbon emissions. Essentially, the program would limit how much carbon the state can produce. If your business uses more than your allotted carbon, you'd have to pay. Those that use fossil fuels would be able to buy allowances for their emissions or offset them in some other way. The bill is projected to raise $550 million in the first year alone. That money, they say, would be invested in environmentally friendly projects. Last week, leaders from more than 24 Oregon counties announced their opposition to the cap and trade bill. Those include Curry, Josephine, Jackson, and Lake County. Jackson County says that bill will have punitive impacts on the county and its people. It cited increased utility cost, increased cost of rent, and potentially the increased risk of wildfire smoke. Earlier this month, truckers and loggers drove to Salem to protest that bill. This was the second year they held the Timber Unity Rally. Their industries are likely to be most impacted by the bill, they say, and some say it could put them out of business. Just days after the Timber Unity Rally, supporters of the bill also gathered in the Capitol. Renew Oregon organized that rally. It says the bill is needed to fight climate change, and it says Oregon will face devastation if business as usual is allowed to continue. Newswatch 12 will continue to follow the progression of this bill. Stay with us for any updates.